Hi everyone. Today I want to give us a grounding in presence. So the flow session 23 is for that, for presence. And so when I speak of presence, I'm talking about our soul and the importance of soul connections on the planet from our present. So connections of soul are higher vibrations, and the lower vibrations have got to go. Like, we don't want to stay in them for long. We want to get the message that it doesn't feel good, and we choose wisely because we're unlimited with choice to choose better than the lower vibrations. So our soul and spirit are well aware of our higher nature, because in this lifetime, as I normally draw the diagram of the sphere with the person in the middle, only part of the eternal soul of each person can actually be present in this dimension. Yeah, because you don't need all the information of every little thing you've lived, because you're here in present day reality with whatever is planned and co-created, chosen whilst you're here. So your soul is co-creating with the universal plan and with your connections on earth. So the soul is naturally of that higher spirit vibration, which is what we call on earth the love vibration of all different aspects of love. Like smiling is a form of love. Like your happiness is a form of love. So it's given out in a smile, it's given out in generosity, it's given out in conversation, compliments, connections. So it's higher natured. So it's higher expansive nature, which is life. That's your higher vibrations that your soul is aware of, your spirit is here to experience. So the lower has got to go, and this is your focus. You're not going to get to the higher vibrations if you don't have this focus. Now the point of that is, for presence, you're not going to be present if you're repeating something of a lower vibration, because your present is going to be one form of vibration for life that you're attracting from. And the universe's higher nature that our soul and spirit is connected to is not of this lower vibration narrative to stay in. Like, it can't reach you there. And that's why lower vibrations take out our light, slow down our physical fields with ailments. So we have to have the focus, no matter what area or minuscule moment in life. Say it's a conversation or repeated conversations with people, and your vibration is at a lower frequency, then therein lies what you need to focus on. I need to get myself out of these situations where I continue this lower vibration, because I'm not present to the whole of this experience. So we need to remind ourselves about being whole. So soul is conscious of the whole. our higher and lower aspect and not to repeat or stay in density. Slowed down, repeated, or like banging your head on the wall. Why does this not happen for me? Well, what are you doing? You got to take a look at it as an overall as well as symbolic. If something's not working, sit back and say, well, is there something else trying to get my attention? Oh, well, I've had these signs that are showing me that there is meaning in there. Am I paying attention to something else new and different? Will I let myself go through what feels like lower vibrational nervous system of change into something else which will raise my vibration? Because that's what I'm here to do. Live my soul uniquely, doing different things. So it's your focus. This is my diagram of the planet and our hearts and like our souls connecting up, which is a healthy appearance if these are whole souls. If we're not, like, hang on, soul conscious of whole, this is life and living it. Okay, not held down, repeating things, staying in lower things. We're choosing to use our focus, and we'll do new and different, to try different things, to raise our vibrations into our heart, which is the access through like our expression to the world. This is my soul. I'm learning it like we all are, what I'm capable of, all the different connections. But if a soul is not operating whole, the soul is focused on separation narratives. I'm not a part of a whole, or sometimes I might think it, but I'm not a part of a whole. And so their energy is going outward to other things, and the energy outward is focused on to get something, to feel whole, rather than the awareness that you maintain your thought focus, which is driving your vehicle of life, to be aware that soul and spirit for this lifetime is naturally of a higher vibration, and if you hold it down, you're not operating whole. So that's why when I've got written here presence, and I've got a star here, because that is life itself. When you're operating through your heart, it's like I'm in flow. You know, you do feel peace, you do feel happy. And I've got here the cross in between this star to remind us of that central being, that we are not here for just lower vibrations, that we are heaven and earth here, horizontal platform, so to speak, of our world, and we're experiencing life. Never not heavenly substance, never not flow, never not have access to prayer and guidance and receiving that flow. But when we choose lower, we're not going to let in that, so we feel whole. So please watch any other videos I've got available, even though one of my accounts went down on YouTube. I think I've got more to post that speak of our energy design to watch out for. So it really comes down to self-talk though, because each of us has a mind, a mental body, an emotional body, this physical body, and it's all spirit. So we're on a spiritual journey in physical form of that energy. So you need to make sure these are in balance and in check, and no one else is in control of them but ourselves. So we need to slow that down to balance and keep doing that, walking out in the world. Because we can get carried away with the gazillions of thoughts, which are energy in the universe, latch onto something and ride the wave of it as though it's our identity. And so we're sharing this consciousness of a planet. So just be careful what you follow through on. What is the true intent? And what would be the outcome if I follow through on this action? And also, if it's of a lower intent, then it's going to be of a lower resonance for others. If it's in guided and you're going to follow it, although it feels nervous because you're guided to do something new and different, which is what we've got to accept is life, higher, expansive nature. We must push our boundaries into life through the human nervous system and not latch onto thoughts in that process that this isn't good because I feel this way, or this couldn't be right because I feel this way. Sit with the nervousness and grow through your barriers, because with all the different conditions of anxiety and like all the nervous tension stuff, it's because people are holding in stuff, scared to express. So come back in and also make connections with where you're at and start to support it yourself. Perhaps take a natural herbal remedy, homeopathics perhaps. Only be around those that are assisting your growth, not nurturing your nervous conditions, because you're meant to grow through them. And those that push you to go a little further, and not those that hold you back to just stay safe, you know? Because you're not here to stay safe. You're not built for staying safe. And safe can be caught up in the mentality that we are not souls, but we are dollar signs. Or we are not people that need to be treated decently. We are just a woman that has a body or a man that has money. We get caught up in that. But we are souls, not here forever, just for this lifetime. And there is more meaning and purpose than what the humans have associated life with so far. So let's remind ourselves that money is a necessity for the bartering system of I need to eat, I need shelter. You offer this, we need to do that. Okay? But it is not the hierarchical rule of life expression. Okay? Because you can even take it so far as to say, did I buy this baby? No. So life is given. It's a gift of expression uniquely. And so there's crazy stuff that's going on in the world, like parents that are of a certain occupation, and then all the different layers of hierarchical narrative that says, only go to this school, or you're only going to be this, or you have to carry on this for me, etc., etc. That soul didn't come in to do as it's told by you because of the hierarchical system already in place. Okay? That shit's gotta go. We're souls. Alright? So follow your heart, and it's not lip service cuteness. Follow your instinctual need to want to create something new and different, and don't let people, I don't want to say stop, don't let people guard you off that if it keeps calling you, okay? In any layer of life. Because we need the heart network. We need the higher vibrations, because take a look at what's happened from what we've been doing. You know, these young souls coming to the planet, they can't even make it past 5 before the adults are selling them through the internet. For instance, you know, for one instance of what we've been doing with the narratives of the imbalance of financial stability. Like, we're focusing on this one point that's got me recently. Let's stand up and say no to people eating dog meat, okay? Right? Fair point. But why are they eating dog meat? Something else is going on. Are we looking deeper at that? Like consciousness, hearts, these people are eating dog meat. They must be poor. They must be striving to get by. No, we don't want pets to be known as food or treated inhumanely, like, you know, by us humans. But let's rise up a bit more and take a look behind that. And that's what we need to be doing as a globe of souls. Not pointing the finger, getting carried away with emotion. Yes, it is cruel. But what else can we do? Otherwise, we get so distracted on trying to stop things that we're not using our unlimited whole perspective of getting out there and, well, not just getting out there, but getting your energy communicating. However, through the internet, in person is great. Like, in person is great. Energy is good too. But amazing things happen when people come together, especially on the inspiration of creating anew. And that has been slow. Because of this, or not enough of that, or they say not to, or they're in control, or we're limited. We need to let go of that narrative. Take a breath. My soul has asked to come here at this time to do something more. If I'm discontent, there are signs I'm given to be more content expressing my soul. So, let's go for it. So that's why I want to bring presence to your attention today. God bless. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that helped with any inspiration you've been neglecting to follow through on. It might spark or light up something in your field that says, I really want to do that and I should go for it. Because we need more of those sparks on this planet going off. Raise your vibrations, everyone. We're on a mission. God bless each and every one of us. Connected in the highest respect. Now that's love. God bless, God bless, God bless. That's love. I feel like something else might be coming through from this topic of conversation. As I receive channel guidance all the time. And it's really just speaking of stabilization, of this higher resonance traveling through us now to align. We are amazing and miraculous beings of light, and it's about time we shine them bright. That's the moment I'm feeling into. Don't neglect being brave. And sometimes, like in my current situation, I've been wanting to vocalize great importance of this energy shift. And I have been, even though my last account, Open Hearts, disappeared. I am building my flow session account channel. Don't neglect something you really want because it's asking you to do something out of the ordinary. Because it just might be that out of the ordinary is the extraordinary of your unique being. And that's the spark. I mean, what else are we doing here? So, step out, stand out, light it up. And the only suggestion I was going to say advice, but don't feel like I'm advising anyone to do anything specific. As a whole, the only suggestion or advice I would offer, which I offer to myself every moment, pretty much, is I say to myself, are you in your authenticity? Now, it's not how many ever words that is. Are you in your authenticity? It's not like I have to speak those 5 words to myself, because it is now a central frequency. And the way I know I'm in my authenticity is a feeling, and that's your soul frequency. So by asking the question, you'll get the answer if you've spent the time with your central frequency, your being, your soul's frequency. Because like I was saying before, your soul isn't fully in this dimension, but it is present, connected to you always in the Akashic field. Now, where was I about that? Yes, so your soul isn't, your soul is wanting to spark from, your soul frequency central. That's why it feels at home when you come home to your center. So you practice coming home to your energetic center. It is beyond words, so it's not something the outside world offers you. People can lead you into meditation. People can open portals that resonate with your soul for you to connect more to your soul. You feel it energetically. It's like sparks flying off in the field, and you just feel this all of a sudden fuller awareness. It's like, where did that come from? And you're off on something that feels so authentic to you. Your soul has been lit up to express, which is happening more and more for me over this last decade for sure, and more now, because that's happening for all of us in one way or another, coming into that energetic alignment with that soul home in your spirit this lifetime. Like, your spirit has ventured into other lifetimes, but this lifetime. So, and the spirit is of higher nature. Spirit is of higher nature, and we're visiting this dimension. So we got to remember, stay in the higher nature of life and expansion to live more of the soul. So you can communicate at any time with checking in with yourself, rather than pushing your energy outward to please what's out there. And sometimes that can happen real quick because we're in a fast kind of lifestyle. But there's nothing stopping you from taking, a few seconds to check in with yourself in the quiet. Am I in alignment? It is a feeling place, which is why spiritual practice, it doesn't have to be church or religion. We're realizing now it just has to be a place where we connect to that deeper place and remind ourselves that we are of higher nature. No matter what is going on, we can connect back in and find that remembrance and that assistance for solutions now. We're never not connected to that. You're never not connected to your authentic self. Only we get distracted. So we come back home and practice that it's actual space and place for us to really feel alive. Like, that's living, connecting to that and expressing it. And your life does change. Your environments will be different. You might be called to do something different. You might find yourself in different situations that you might feel uneasy in, but breathe, come back home, check in with your soul, and maintain your authenticity no matter what you're going through. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. But it does take that grounding practice to have that foundation that you rely upon. So that's why the wholeness awareness of maintaining the high vibrations is a big sort of logical, intellectual truth, higher truth. So I shift and pivot my focus, my attention to solution, even though I can't see it right now as a human. I know it's there. I'll ask, I'll wait, maintaining it. So this is what I'm always trying to say in various talks, because it's really important that we just connect in with that truth aspect, that we are not just here to work, like here to get a job, have money, do the usual typical things, fit into paradigms already developed. And so we go nuts spiritually saying, I'm not content. And then to everyone else, it's like a disaster because you're not fitting into what's already there. But we're not meant to. We're not meant to. Crazy. Fitting into a box when we ain't. If anything, think of yourself as a diamond shape, like a triangle on the earth, but you also have an energetic connection with her. You are definitely not like, you have a foundation here, but you're a higher point of connection. You're definitely not here to fit into any boxes. Yeah. And I mean, when you think about it, take a look at what we've been building. Boxed living. Anyway, that's enough for now. Thanks for joining me again. And I know I get carried away into things, but I'm on that vibration, so I will always share it. Hope it helped. Bye for now.